What is this? A new Quantum Heroic VIP has been revealed. Yes, if you've been in any of the leak places or seen everyone posting it, yes, the newest Heroic VIP has officially been revealed in-game here. Once the dragon gets fully released, we can go through all the details. But it says, the fifth and final member of the Quantum Quintet has arrived. Jump through wormholes and save your comrades from vampiric manipulation. And you know, we all hate those manipulators, right? But they are going to be coming soon, and of course, since that means that we've got our current pass that's going to be ending soon, you should expect that to be coming very, very shortly. But in terms of the Heroic VIP, is it going to be a good one, or do I predict that? Probably not the best, but it does look very cool. And once we get the, officially revealed skins and such, you will get to see for yourself. All I know is that it looks like a massive heroic bird boy, so I'm 100% looking forward to this. Is this one that I'm gonna end up trading for? Because, I recently got Harpy. Maybe. Purely because I think this is the coolest looking Heroic VIP so far by like quite a mile. The only reason I didn't go for the other Heroic VIPs personally is just because I didn't like their design, but this one actually looks sick. So I don't care how good it is, I care about how it looks. So that is where I'm going. The other thing I did want to mention, along with the Empower Happy Hour and the Summoning Happy Hour that we have right now, is that don't forget that we have daily streaks available on the website, so make sure that you go to your news section, click claim now, and claim all of those on your way through so that you can get your bonus stuff every day. Make sure that you check the web store at least once a day so that you can get your bonus stuff. But anyway, skis, on to the events. Today we have a new set of collections, new events and such to go through, and specifically we have a new grid event with the Husk Dragon. But once you open your game, you should be able to see this in the news section, and it talks about the Suspects in Paradise events. So this is ongoing. We do also have Summoning Happy Hour, I believe it is, although we'll take a look at those in a moment. But from March the 4th to the 14th, we will have a new collection ongoing. So we are going to have grid event starting today. We will have runner event on the 9th, and then we will have a maze event on the 11th. And each of these events also have insignias in them, and we've also got mythical stuff in all of them. But as part of the Suspects in Paradise event, you'll see that we have these items to collect, such as coconut husks, we have designer purses, and then we have wet luggage, which is not a nice idea. You don't want wet luggage when you're going on holiday. But you can pick up perks such as breeding perks from this event. You can pick up legendary jokers and some random, upgrade tokens. And then we have a really cool thing, which is a redemption egg chest and 50 legendary jokers available in the dry out the wet luggage section. So this redemption egg can drop any of these legendary VIPs. So they might be an interesting one to try and pick up. I imagine lots of people are going to go for this collection, which requires at least one wet luggage. And then we have this one, which has the Bijou Dragon, which is a very strange looking girl, but it is a mythical dragon as well. So this one's probably going to be quite difficult to get, but you can get mythical orbs for it and the dragon. Then the final collection is jokers, health perks, and the dragon, but usually the final one is a bit too difficult to achieve free to play. If you're a spender, you might be able to do it, but typically this may end up being the max that we can get out of this event. But in terms of the grid event itself, it is a basic grid event as usual, so you just, spend your currency on these claim tiles, you go through and you pick up whatever you want to go for. And now, if you want to ask, do I have a guide for this? Yes, in the DC event guide section on my Discord server, I have posted this guide in case you want to download it and see it for yourself. You don't really need a guide for grid events, to be honest with you, but just so that you can see this, we do have the map path. So the red lines is the basic map path, and you go all the way through until you pick up Husk, if that's what you want to pick up. If you don't want to pick up Husk, then you can just go for, instead, the event items on your way through. And what I mean by the event items are these items here, so the luggage chests, for instance, because if you open up these luggage chests, you can get your hands on any of those items, but it is RNG as to which item you pick up. There are also a couple of other items like the Mythatomic particles available on the way through, but there aren't very many event items this time around. There's a couple of plasma insignias as well, but most of the event items are after what is doable free to play. Like, they're all around here, and trust me, you are not getting to this section free to play unless you get, like, the most insane luck ever. And the other thing to note is that now they have swapped this egg to a mythic egg chest, which is interesting, so you can see all the mythics sitting in there. But I guess there have been some minor changes to the grid event, but essentially it works the same as usual. So I would recommend choosing whether you want to aim for, you know, the Husk Dragon, who's kind of a cool looking dragon. I like him. He's jolly and jiving over there. Or if you just want to specifically go for the event items, because free to play you won't be able to get both. And we do have 24-hour resets, which is also in the news section in case you're confused as to, you know, what we're getting. So there is that also, but it is right here. Event coin sources, you can now collect up to 2,000 event coins in one go every 24 hours for the upcoming Tower, Grid Maze, and Fog Island. So I guess they want to go to one-day resets nowadays, which I am absolutely fine with, but you'll only be able to collect once a day. So that is why in the guide that I have posted, you'll see that it talks about the reset currency of 14,000, runner currency, and quest currency. Realistically speaking, getting Husk free to play is probably not going to happen. Just throwing it out there. I usually recommend to go for the event items anyway, but, you know, bear all of that in mind. I usually recommend going for the event items, but there aren't many that, like, at this moment anyway. But of course, if you want to get those collections finished, then event items would be the way to go. So that is my general advice for the grid event as well. So there is that. We do have the Dragon TV collection, the Mythical Mayhem collection still ongoing, of course. But aside from that, we are mainly just grinding out our Mythical Marathon. I'm on lap 16 because, you know, I've not really been grinding this event too hard. We have the Ascended Oracle Hollow as well, which we can do in a moment. And then, apart from that, just daily stuff, really. We did barely manage to come first in the rush. Look at that. Five KOs difference. Hell yes. Now, usually with Rush, because I've got Food Rush, I don't really care too much to go for first, but we are quite desperate for food at the moment. We get a Reaper perk, that's fine. And then we get Phoenix perk, that's also fine. You know, I don't mind these extra rewards. Then we get the Heroic Trade Essence, which is nice, Legendary Trade Essence, and then, of course, the XL Food Box, which for me is 5 million food skis based on my player level. But in terms of, you know, the grinding out for the arena, it's been pretty good so far. You can see that we're in Masters 3. Skill-based matchmaking has been quite nice to us, but that rush was 300 KOs is a lot of KOs to have to do just for some XL fooding. So, a lot of grind required there. We do also have Trenchy that's about to be summoned and hatched, so we'll be able to do some more of those quests. But at the moment, I'm just sort of grinding out the Harpy quests, because we do have Harpy, and yes, she is currently at E3. As you can see, haven't really ranked her up yet, but Harpy, even in this wind arena, has been actually pretty good so far. You know, people when Harpy came out and a little bit afterwards were like, wow, Harpy is completely useless. I don't think Harpy is completely useless. They are still a heroic VIP at the end of the day. I don't think they're quite on the same level as her kind of judgment still, but I still think Harpy definitely has a place in certain arenas. She definitely does good work, but either way, we'll be getting some gems back, we'll be getting some dragon orbs back, just need to level her up a bit more, and that food box will definitely help us to do that. So, along with getting your event coins from there, of course, make sure you are watching your ads. We do have grid coins available in the ads, and we do have the items available in the ads as well. Not sure exactly how many total we're going to have, but we do indeed have some available in that section, so definitely jump on those also. And of course, with the new collection stuff coming out, we are going to have those also coming. So in a couple of days' time, we are going to be swapping over and getting all the new stuff. But I think for now, we are just going to grind out our daily stuff. Let's do the holo to end us. And then, you know, we will go from there. But I'm just, you know, chilling for now, especially with the Mythic Marathon. I wasn't really grinding out the Mythic Marathon like at all, but we're only a couple of laps behind number 1 at the moment. And it's like, I really don't want to waste gems to get first because I've been spending them elsewhere just because I don't care about the marathon. And for, say, I mean, Oracle, I don't really care too much. I don't really have enough gems at the moment. I need to start saving, so I'm just going to quit out on that one. But, you know, at the same time, Ascended Oracle is a pretty decent dragon. You know, it is Divine Sacrifice still, and it's still a decent dragon, so you can definitely go for them. So it does feel like they're putting these legendary VIPs and such in more places now, like the collection event. We've got them obviously in the holo coming every so often, but it is quite interesting to see this redemption egg chest just randomly in here. I don't know why that is a thing, but, you know, I will take free legendary VIPs wherever I can. Or mythicals, they can throw mythicals around if they want to also. And, you know, I'm sure we'll get some interesting offers and more mythical offers. You know, I do like it how every time I open up, like, this section, the item is backwards. So, like, the times 50 insignias there are just backwards. I find that quite funny, actually. I don't know why, it's just, it looks strange. And of course it has to be in an offer bundle, which I will never be purchasing. But anyway, I think that is most of the update stuff for today. Of course, we've got the new breedable dragons as well, so don't forget about those. We've got a lion's chest, which is going to be finishing very shortly. But for now, I think I'm just going to be spending my grid event coins on making my way through this event slowly but surely. I'll probably end up going for the event items because getting Husk this time around just does not seem possible, unless there is a currency source that I've completely missed somehow. But with the 1-day resets and the reduction to the quest currency from last time, it does not seem doable. So I don't know if they're gonna come up with something else to work that out, or it's just a GG don't get Husk this time for free-to-plays. But I do really like his little voodoo doll as well. Look at him. Oh, he's quite cute, but maybe we'll get him in future instead if he gets re-released. We'll go for the event items this time instead. But what you want to go for is up to you, so make sure you decide before you start spending your event currency and wasting it going like in a certain pathway. The guide that I've uploaded is the same as always because the costs of the tiles are exactly the same every time with grid events. But the question is whether you want to take the detours and go for like the insignias or not. So best of luck. I hope that you get everything that you want. And with your heroic race, well, I keep calling the heroic races your marathon. I hope that you get the dragons or the rewards that you want, because, you know, there's still some decent rewards on the way up, like the ×7 mythatomic particles. They're pretty good as well. So I look forward to those and just picking up some stuff on my way through. And of course, at the same time, we do also have the summoning happy hour. Like I said, it's a couple of days long, and empower happy hour. So if you're going to be doing or using those to your advantage, best of luck with those also.